feel like I should face this way. Okay. So I'm here today to speak to you from three perspectives. First of all, as an AISL father who has been here actually at AISL with children in AISL since you were in first grade. Secondly, as a third culture kid who also grew up in Nigeria and graduated from an American secondary school in Nigeria 30 years ago. And third, as someone who will soon be running an American university similar to the kind of institutions that many of you will soon be going to. So let me start from the perspective of an AISL father. You've grown up and gone through this great school and been raised by this community at a time of significant change and uncertainty. Since you were born, Nigeria has had 4 presidents, Lagos has had 4 governors, you've lived through 4 election cycles, and the 5th one is actually happening right now. You schooled through nationwide strikes in elementary school that shut down the school, then the Ebola scare that also shut down the school, and then, as the superintendent mentioned, the COVID-19 pandemic that disrupted your lives and everything around us for much longer. And then during that was also SARS, that I actually hope some of you participated in. You've weathered the storm of all of this and made it through. You've survived through Lagos traffic, through arrival and departure at our beloved Murtala Mohammed International Airport. You've gone to Space Camp, Switzerland, Norway. You've competed against other AISL schools in exotic places like Ouagadougou, Accra, Dakar, and Abidjan. Since you started primary school, Nigeria became Africa's biggest economy. The Super Eagles were crowned Africa's champions once. Not to be outdone, the Super Falcons, our women's team, were crowned 4 times. In addition, while you grew up, Nollywood, Afrobeats, and Nigerian culture and entertainment became globally popular, meaning that wherever you go from here, you can leave with a swagger, and you can brag to everyone that we have the best artists and the best musicians in the world. You made it through all this, the good and the bad, the challenges and the triumphs, and it has equipped you to take on the world and succeed. We've watched you grow up, this community has nurtured and shaped you, and now we are ready to send you out there with confidence. So second, let me speak to you as a Nigerian born and raised third culture kid, that very special and unique tribe that we are blessed to be part of. 30 years ago, I graduated from Hillcrest School in Jos, the oldest American school in Nigeria. I've been where you are now. I know the mixed feeling that you're going through, the excitement of a future in a different environment, but the mourning of saying goodbye to this incredibly unique and wonderful place and community. Along the way, many of your classmates left, but then new ones came to take their place. There were always old friends and there were always new friends. These kinds of communities are always transient like that. We are always saying goodbye, but you're also always saying hello. But you are blessed that in today's connected world, you can all keep in touch. So for example, my son Jahan, who many of you may know, he would have graduated from here last year, spent his spring break in England catching up with friends from AISL, even though he hasn't been in school with them for almost 6 years. So these friendships will last you a lifetime. Most of my closest friends to this day are friends from my primary and secondary school in Jos. You create such special bonds in a place like this, and you develop a blended culture, is what we call a third culture kid. So leaving won't be easy, and this is now advice for both you and your parents, as they are the ones who have to plan for your departure. Take time to say goodbye properly. Don't rush off. Do all the things in Lagos you love. Eat the food, and if you need advice, I know the best suya spots and the best amala joints. Enjoy the music. Explore some of the places that you weren't allowed to go to when you were a student. Don't leave Lagos without going to the shrine. Maybe even learn to drive if you haven't already. Because if you learn to drive here, you can drive anywhere. But most importantly, stay in touch and look out for each other. And visit home often if you can. And parents, you need to help them make this happen. Find a Nigerian community wherever you go. Stay close and connected to this home, because it will be a part of you forever. It's also what makes you unique. It gives you that texture that universities and employers love. And most importantly, you can all be the bridges between cultures, continents, and religions in an increasingly dividing world. And this is now more important than ever. So now finally, I will speak to you as a university president. In 2 months, I will also be leaving. After almost 30 years in Nigeria, the last 12 here in Lagos. It was actually Mr. Alumelu who brought me back to Nigeria in 2010. The majority of you will be going to the kind of university I will be running. And when you get there, even if the university is in the country your passport says you are from, it will take time to adjust and to fit in. You will realize how much Nigeria and this AISL community shaped you and made you unique. At times it will be lonely, but mostly it will make you more prepared than everyone around you. You will go with a deeper understanding of the world, an appreciation of the beauty and the diversity that you experienced here, and a way to fit in nowhere and everywhere at the same time. You have been prepared to succeed and be excellent. You've grown up in a place that made you resilient, made you value hard work, made you see the bigger picture, and that will help you to find your place in the world. But don't worry about whether or not you know exactly what you want to study or what you want to do when you grow up. Go out there and explore and find out what you love, what moves you, what inspires you, and then go after it. You all have what it takes to be leaders, to be innovators, to be competitive, and to make your dreams come true. And also, as your superintendent challenged you, to make the world a better place. And no matter where you are, always know that this country and this community is proudly watching over you and cheering you on. Congratulations.